You said you
Down the
ain't want the
line as well as they
ass.
line up
Hold
and kick
on.
this one away.
Hold on. What the fuck? What you niggas talking
And no
about, bro?
run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion goes the tight end. They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looking to throw McCarthy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal.
Davis Price hit, and he fumbles it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
What the fuck? This nigga Abe is wild, bro.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Naylor. He's got it. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
This nigga here. Abe a funny ass nigga, bro.
Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's McCarthy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
That's down the field for Jefferson. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, 33 yards. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time.
That's great.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Look at this defense for the Vikings. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Back to throw again.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Slot man moves right. They'll look to throw again. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 42 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
To the air with McCarthy.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Stick him with a pass. Here's McCarthy.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Jordan Addison.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now. They want to get out there and play.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
So another on-target
That
throw.
nigga
That
funny
last
as
one
hell,
is going
bro.
to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed, it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
This nigga say jumping games.
He'll look to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran guy in his first season in the
That
NFL.
nigga said he got to the sink.
Trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
I mean, he did say he said he going to the sink. I mean,
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Second and 13. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. Gibbs straight ahead. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. Were they right? That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This is 2nd and 8.
Back to throw.
He's into space past the 25.
11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
2nd down and 8.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught inside the 20. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
He's already got one touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
Now McCarthy. Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. J.J. McCarthy as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll look to throw now on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. And now they'll shift things around. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That's to the left side where he's got Naylor. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Davis-Price up the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. First down, and they go right back to Davis-Price. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. McCarthy operating from the gun. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. He'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Here's McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. McCarthy going to throw again. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 48 yards. And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll drop the throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Danielle Hunter, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
To the air with McCarthy. Open man is Naylor. He's got it. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
With career touchdown number 91, he joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Vikings are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The slot man in motion right. Back to throw now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And that one too wide and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
It's caught at the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson.
72 yards.
And the Vikings have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
What the fuck speed is Justin Jefferson, bro? This nigga in this foul. Gosh.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Damn.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they are going to...
Bro, what speed is this nigga?
Again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Second down and inches. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Now inside the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no